So you're making 100 grand a year, you've been saving up, you're ready to buy a home, but there's one big question I get asked all the time. How much house can I afford with a $100,000 a year salary in Ontario? And the truth is that answer has changed a lot in the last few years. With interest rates, taxes, debt load, and house prices all over the map, 100K doesn't go as far as it used to. But the good news is you've still got options. In this video, I'm breaking it all down. How lenders calculate your affordability, what kind of down payment you'll need, what $100,000 gets you in different parts of Ontario, and most importantly, how to make sure you're not stretching yourself too thin. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what price range to shop in and where your money goes the furthest. So let's dive in. All right, let's talk about what $100,000 really looks like on paper. If you're making $100,000 a year gross income after tax in Ontario, you're probably taking home between $72,000 and $75,000 a year. That works out to about $6 grand a month in your bank account. Now, lenders don't just look at your income. They use something called GDS or TDS. Let me break it down for you. GDS stands for gross debt service. That includes your mortgage payment, property taxes, heat and condo fees if you've got them. And lenders want that to be under 39% of your gross income. TDS stands for total debt service. That's your GDS plus all the other monthly payments like car loans and credit cards. Your TDS has to stay under 44%. So even if you're making $100,000, if you've got $1,000 in monthly car payments and credit card payments, you might likely only qualify for a house of $500,000. Here's a quick breakdown of what you might be able to afford in today's market. Scenario one, with a 20% down payment, you've saved up $140,000 for your down payment. You could likely afford a home around $700,000. No mortgage insurance, more flexibility, longer amortization options. Scenario number two, you've got 10% down payment. You've saved around $60,000. You're looking at a max purchase price of around $580,000. You'll need mortgage insurance, and the amortization now in Canada can go up to 30 years. Scenario number three, 5% down. If you've only got $35,000 or so to put down, you're probably looking at a budget more around $500,000, maybe less depending on some of the other debts that you have. So what does that actually get you? Let's look around the province. Toronto, well, maybe that's a one-bedroom condo downtown, 600 to 700 square feet, older building. In the Niagara region, you can find a 3-bedroom semi or even a semi-detached home. Lots of value here, especially for first-time home buyers. Ottawa, think townhouse or stacked condo in the suburbs. London, Ontario, you can land a newer semi or detached 3-bedroom home. Hamilton, Guelph, likely a 2 to 3-bedroom townhome depending on the neighborhood. Barrie and Peterborough, you'll get more space, bigger lots, older homes. So yeah, $100,000 of income can still buy you a home, but the location matters, and so does your financial picture. Now, what if you want to boost what you qualify for? There's actually some smart ways to increase your budget, and let's talk about them. Option number one is add a cosigner. If you have a parent or a family member who is willing to cosign, that extra income and financial backing can increase your borrowing power significantly. Lenders love stability, and a strong cosigner provides just that. Option number two, rental income from a basement apartment. Buying a home with a legal basement suite, lenders count a portion of that income towards the mortgage application. That could bump your affordability by $75,000 to $150,000 depending on the setup. Buy with a partner or spouse. If you're buying with a partner or spouse who also earns income, now you're working with a combined salary. Even if they make $50,000 a year, that could mean an extra $200,000 in purchasing power. Option number four, joint purchase with a friend, family, or sibling. This is becoming more common. If you and a sibling or a close friend buy together and both are on the mortgage, you can qualify for a much larger home. Just be sure to lawyer up and have an agreement in place. Option number five, first-time home buyer programs. There are government programs that can stretch your budget. First-time home buyers incentives, land transfer tax rebates, and RRSP home buyers plan. Used properly, these can lower your monthly costs and increase your total approval. So here's the deal. What you can afford comes down to three main forces. Number one, interest rate. When interest rates go up, affordability drops. Even 1% increase could knock tens of thousands of dollars off of your budget. Number two, your debt. Monthly car payments, student loans, and credit cards, they'll all eat away at what you can afford and qualify for. And number three, your down payment. More down equals more flexibility, less insurance, and bigger options. You can't control interest rates, but you can control your savings and your debt. And with the right plan, you can also explore other options that unlock more house. So here's the big takeaways. If you earn $100,000 a year in Ontario, you absolutely can buy a home. But the size, style, and location of that home will all depend on what you've done to prep for that moment. Do you have debt, a car loan, kids in daycare, or only 5% down? If yes, you'll need to shop smart and likely look beyond the big cities. But if you've got your debt under control and you've saved up to 10 to 20% down payment, you're in a strong spot. And if you bring in a co-signer or buying with a partner or add rental income to the equation, you could increase your budget by 6 figures. Even if you're not quite there yet, you can get there with the right plan. Here's what I recommend. First, get pre-approved early. Not with a bank calculator, with a real mortgage expert who can run actual numbers for you. Second, build a real-life monthly budget. Include property taxes, heat, insurance, and even maintenance. Don't forget the little stuff that adds up. Third, think outside big cities. Niagara, London, Sarnia, Belleville. Your money stretches way further in these areas. Fourth, explore your options. Co-signers, partners, rentals. These are all tools that you can use. Smart buyers use every option on the table. And last, buy based on your lifestyle, not just what the bank says you're approved for. Want to travel? Send kids to camp? Save for retirement? Make sure your mortgage leaves room for your life. Look, $100,000 is a solid salary, but to win in this market, you need a strategy. Income gets your foot in the door, but the down payment, debt, and decisions, those determine your buying power. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below based on the questions. Where are you looking to buy? What's been the biggest challenge so far? And hey, if you want some personal advice tailored to your situation, you can book a 15-minute call directly with me with the link in the description. I'm Justin Chausse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.